Ciao, hi everybody, welcome back to another Space-tastic stream. My name is Antonio Straussera, Captain of Prisma. Today is April 9th, 2025, and we're back with more Ace Attorney. We're on the tail end of Ace Attorney 5. We may finish today. I highly doubt it. Because we're only about a third way done with this case. So realistically, it'll probably be another stream, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I've been working on God, I got some Gatorade and it's just so nasty. I don't understand the appeal. You know what? I'm gonna be right back actually. I'm gonna get some water. Okay. Sorry. Just get some water. So playing Ace Attorney. This is the DLC for the 5th game. Yeah, I guess I'll get into it in a sec. But sorry I'm late. Today I've been doing some little bug fixes to the model. Some stuff I've just been nitpicking about. So hoping I get all that done tomorrow, by tomorrow, end of tomorrow. So I don't have to look at the damn thing anymore. Well, I have to look at it all the time. That's kind of why I'm doing it. So, I don't know what the answer is. I'm gonna get into it in a second, but I want to have all my evidence with me. Well, evidence shows that the crime may have been committed by a human. The bloodstained ring. Okay, cool. So, let's go from what we know. All right. Our client is Aura Shipley, also known as Orla. The Orca accused of murder, though Aura is her real name, people like to call her Orla. She likes to wear hats. Okay, this is the first time we've had a whale, or really any client that's not a human. So that's interesting. This is a first for everything. But so Captain Jack Shipley was the victim. We're defending Aura, who was accused of murdering Captain Jack Shipley. The owner of Ship Shape Aquarium is found dead in the orca pool. Sasha Buckler, an orca trainer and performer in the Swashbuckler Spectacular. She appears to be best friends with Orla. Appears. Jersey's our daughter. Apollo and Athena are our I guess apprentices. Norma de Plume, the aquarium visitor who saw Orla attack the aquarium owner. It turns out she's a non-fiction writer. Marlon Rhymes, Ship Shape Aquarium's new animal keeper. He loves animals as much as he loves rapping. Rifle, a penguin that always shoots straight at her mark. She seems to love the smell of fish. Earl Fay, a spirit medium in training. Her psychic powers are beyond question. Simon Blackwell, a prosecutor in prison. He's mastered the use of psychological manipulation in courtroom battles. So, let's take a closer look here, shall we? Pull up the pointer. So, this here is where Orla resides. This pool here. It is located in a two-story situation. So the bottom is in the first floor. The top can be seen by the second floor. There's a bunch of hoops and ladders and whatnot. So she can get from the first floor to the second floor with ease just by swimming up. You have the food prep room, the nap room, the staff corridor, and so I believe what they're alleging is that Orla killed him, but it's kind of unclear. There's like multiple causes of death, it seems like, and also he's hunched over on the top of the tank. There's all these coins. He's got his necklace. There's a little spot on his back. There's a rip in his coat. There's a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff I don't remember fully, but I'm sure we'll catch back up. So let's get into it. What's this? A coin? Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. The coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Mr. Wright, if this is another one of your bluffs. As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor. It wasn't the singular coin, most likely. It was the collective of coins. There were like a bunch of them, right? This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is? Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here, Your Honor. The defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. Side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the orca did it. I realize you are trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so where is this bag the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up, and then they left, taking the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla.
That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator.
Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness? That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim, just like it did a year ago, singing a song.
I guess there still is that. Even if somebody else is the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder what she was doing. I wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago.
But is it really that bizarre?
What do you mean?
To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around.
Turn our thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me.
Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. The real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla. Then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well. Then why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case? They created a witness? I mean, my interpretation is that she was trying to save him. But maybe that's not quite right either. Maybe they created a witness. Mr. Plume focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Created a witness? Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Miss Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. The defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior with this. Is it the whistle?
Take that!
Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. That must be how they got Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. I, Norma de Plume, was set up? I, Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used? No. No! Oh my god. Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed. You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss. If the crime scene happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. Yeah. My hair, my beautiful hair. Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable. And what did this man go in for? He's merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again. But right dono here would be easier to hook than any fish. That hawk sure does love the judge's head. What's this? That coin from before and some sort of bag? The bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin. I knew it, so the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out. The bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins? I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact it was the orca that killed the victim. What? How can you still suspect Orla? You said the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior, but Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him. What? But... Are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being? To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rhymes. Take the stand. Marlon Rhymes is a witness? Well, don't just stand there. State your name. I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently, Right Dono won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? Ahoy, yo, 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 ho, ho, people of the law. Time to testify, chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguins, and the seascape, cleaning and feeding. There ain't no end. But them bratty kids' tours I shall transcend. New animal keeper from the House of Rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlon with the rhymes. Oh my, I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music young people nowadays like? Does it have any relation to Charlie XCX? So close, Your Honor, so close, and yet so far. Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. The man manipulating Orca. At about 10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The Orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the Orca pool. The defendant made the stuff fall down? Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the Orca that caused the mess. But could she really have done that from within the pool? As I said, the Orca's the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin took a look-see, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he, the jail gossip? So how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The Orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. It was child's play to an Orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall. And the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The Orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Mr. Plume saw. But the witness only said that he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That Orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer, but I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene. Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room. There's at least one thing he can be sure about. His statements that the Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation. Whether the Orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the Orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the Orca is the only one that could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. Man manipulating Orca. Alright. What's up, Ruri? Are you saying you think she knocked down the items on purpose? I don't want to believe it myself, but that Orca's pretty smart. It'd be easy for her to pull the cloth, the stuff was on while she was playing volleyball. Orcas are really strong. One good pull and all those things would come crashing down. I guess maybe an Orca could be strong enough to make that much stuff fall. I've never seen an Orca play tug of war myself. But the fact is, this one did. The traces of the Orca's saliva found on the cloth prove it. How long do you plan to walk tightrope on those shaky theories of yours? Wait until you see me do acrobatics. Moments like these are what I became a lawyer again for.
I don't know why, but Mr. Rhymes is lying. I'm afraid I have to expose that secret he and Pearls were keeping to resolve this. Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? What? Yes, I'm sure. I'm pretty good with time. I've never been late to work once. If he's sure about the time, then there's something wrong with that statement. I better take another look through the court record. Alright, please continue with your testimony, Mr. Rhymes. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. You heard the noise all the way in the staff room? That's right, the Orca pool room and the staff room are pretty close to each other. Anyway, I heard the noise, so I went to the door to the pool room. But I don't have any security cards, so all I could do was look through the door crack. What kind of noise did you hear? Want me to describe it? Oh, yes. Oh my god. Yo, word up, courtroom number 4. The crash boom bowing down to relativity. Everything falling with sweet simplicity. This testimony, yo, it ain't got no fallacies. Things falling and breaking was pure insanity. Kinda like that. Okay. Why the need to wrap it? Well, I didn't really get all of that, but in any case, I gather it was a very loud noise. Very well, please describe what you saw at the scene. You couldn't see the victim? I was just looking through the door crack. I guess all that stuff was blocking my view. I did notice a whole bunch of coins scattered all over the place, though. But at the time, I had no idea the captain was dead. Killed by gold coins. Ironic, isn't it? Perhaps the Orca wanted to be paid for her labor, paid in coins raining from the skies. Coins raining from the skies? He makes it sound almost poetic. But the hard truth is that those coins were actually the murder weapon. We all deserve to be paid for our work, do we not? I shall have a fine meal tonight. You find our client guilty, that is. Mr. Rhymes, do you have a theory on how the things got knocked over? Of course I do. The Orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. She uses this ball and does a spike, right? We had a nice little demonstration of Orla's spike for ourselves just yesterday. If you stand on the mark on the floor, the Orca spikes the ball at you. Taka is good at flying straight at his target as well. And I see plenty of targets right here in this room. Oh. Oh. Everybody's so busy protecting their head, they forgot about the trial. Including you. Tell them what the defendant caused to happen. Well, the Orca knows people stand in a certain spot for volleyball. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. How would he fall like that? That doesn't seem right, but I don't know if that's the right answer. He also said, I have to expose that secret he and Pearls were keeping to resolve this.
about 10:10 a.m. I was in the staff room. Meet the captain at the orca pool at 7 a.m. So, it was accidentally switched with Pearl's calendar around 10:10 a.m. Is that the inconsistency? You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Shipshape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape. Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand. Not to worry, your baldness. Taka will have them cleaned up in no time. I guess that bird comes in handy now and then. Alright, Mr. Wright. We have all seen your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind. No, Your Honor. This isn't my calendar. This isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other around 10:10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs. Yarr! What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar. That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret. You lied to me? This transgression will not go unpunished. Yarr! So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you? Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the worker pool room myself, but somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? It was unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. I heard about it from Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler? But that doesn't make any sense. What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the orca into a corner. How do you like being bitten by your own client, right, Donald? Certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the orca. The prosecution calls the trainer, Miss Sasha Buckler, to the stand. Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the orca's trainer has to say. I don't know what Sasha is going to say, but I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. We will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned. Huh. I wonder if she's the one that did it, and she's like trying to set up a flimsy alibi so that it looks like Orla did it. But that'd be kind of fucked. But then again, like, who else could do it unless there's another character we haven't met? I mean, I don't think it's the novelist or the Rhymes dude, Marlon Rhymes. July 21st, 10:39 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha? I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down. Mr. Wright. Mr. Rhymes, why did you lie? I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her. But why would you go to all those lengths? Did you see the entry for the 20th on the calendar? The note about meeting the captain at the orca pool? Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. I think it's probably Sasha's. What? Then that means... I guess it does look more of a woman's calendar than a man's.
You don't know that. Calendar updated in the court record. I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha, Mr. Wright. I gotta go back to the aquarium and look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you on the other end of that TV phone. Please take care of Sasha.
Okay, we can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus.
You're right. After all, we're the only ones who can save Orla. July 21st, 11:02 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to the stand. Again, you waste your breath. My name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by dread pirate No-Stash. No-Stash? I guess No-Stash refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time. Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard. Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court? Captain Judge? Rather like that. Makes me feel like a salty old sea dog. And scene. How was that for a self-intro? The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation. I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at Shipshape Aquarium. I perform in our Swashbuckler Spectacular pirate show alongside Orla as her trainer. Well, you seem like a completely different person now. You really think so? Thanks. I was in my pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I like. I bet money he didn't think you were going to do it like that. And what will this witness testify about? The orca manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death. Now wait a minute. Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes. She even spiked the ball at the giant octopus's leg yesterday when I was cleaning. So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh? But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little ball? I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast, but you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling on the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball. What? Is that what we're talking about? I came in here to give Prosecutor No-Stash a good keel hauling. But I'm the one getting the cat o' nine tails. Oh, he's as vicious as a tiger shark.
Miss Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be alright. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you.
Thank you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal. All right, Miss Buckler. Please proceed with your testimony. Hearing the noise. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with that loud noise. But the aquarium's guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. I talked to Norma de Plume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. Her story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony. Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claims don't stand up. Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard. She doesn't? I was distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I started first. I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry I'm no help.
As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water. To turn things around here somehow, unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Blackpool's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small. Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Hearing the noise. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise. What made you think Orla was summoning you? Orla knows the sound of her cries doesn't carry far enough, but sometimes she summons people by making a loud noise. That Orla is smarter than the average whale, I tell you. Taka would not be bested in a battle of wits. Wait a minute. Widget is the smartest one of all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest of them all? Widget. Am I expected to enter trucy into this kid is better than yours, Apalooza? And did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately? I couldn't right away, although I was concerned about her, of course. But the aquarium's guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. You heard Mr. Plume scream? That's right, I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds. Ah, I can still hear it in me head. It was so loud, it was like a sea lion. I thought it was a sea lion. Mr. Plume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually. Damn. Not necessary, Phoenix. I know, right? Oh, I should call her Sea Lion Lady and see how she likes it. I guess Athena's still upset about being called Yellow Girl. What did you do after hearing the visitor scream? I talked to Norma de Plume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard. You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room? Yeah, apparently that obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why, after talking to her, the guard and I went to the pool room together. Why be the wench so suspicious? I demand a swordfish duel. That's what I felt like saying to her anyway. I'm afraid I don't get it. That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarrel with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor? Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright? And why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Miss Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room. Alright, when the guard and I got there, we saw that. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. What do you recall about the scene exactly? I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If he asked me something specific, I might be able to remember it, though. Specific questions, huh? Okay, let's see. What should I ask her about? The things scattered around Jack Shipley. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around? They were equipment and props for the new show. The new show? Yeah, we were supposed to debut a brand new swashbuckler spectacular yesterday. We already defeated the giant octopus and No Stash after all. We were going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer. Oh, that's the fire rifle was distributing. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Ooh, I wish it could have been me. Leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it. Orla's even got some new tricks for the new show. Swashbuckler flyer updated in the court record. Okay, so there's another person involved in this case, it would seem. So all the stuff that fell down was for the new show, is that it? That's right. A bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up. Your Honor, for the record, I'd like that information added to the witness's testimony. Very well. Miss Buckler, please append what you just said to your testimony. Sure thing. The props for the new show were everywhere, and the captain was in the middle of it. There's just the coins.
Objection!
Damn. Or no, he is the cap. He is, sorry. Yeah. I don't know.
Hold it!
Let's try pressing this. These props for the new show. What kind of things were they? A blow-up dolphin in an acre, Red Stash's costume, the bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume, and the new props were also there. Wait a minute, something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? Yes, there is. You said the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Come on, Phoenix, what are you nitpicking me testimony for? We look at the body, we see that there's a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. Imagine this red scarf is part of his costume from the new pirate show. Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show, featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. It's in red. Although I have to say, it just looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume. Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much money on costumes. But you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf. In this photo, I believe I see a red scarf. Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck. It's just draped on top of his neck. That red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. Must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down. Oh, I see. It looks like your discrepancy was really a discrepancy after all. What? Wasn't really a discrepancy after all. The scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case, but there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on, the timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon. And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, The orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that? Oh, I'll tell you, alright. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it. Yes, Mr. Wright, please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? What proves the body wasn't in the water after the things fell? It doesn't really look wet. What proves the body wasn't in the water after the things fell? The blood? The blood on the head?
Take that!
Please focus on this point. That point, I don't see any particular problem here. Right there. I mean, right around here. To, somewhere over there-ish. And please also take a look at this area over here as well. Mr. Wright, your point is gradually expanding to include the entire photograph. Damn it. The body wasn't in the water after the things fell. I don't know, I'm kind of just guessing here. The tear? The items that fell were props for the new show: a blow-up dolphin and anchor, the bag of coins, the red scarf, swords. The body was dragged into the pool after the items fell, then a certain piece of evidence shouldn't be in this photograph. The coins? Or the whistle? Process of elimination. Nope. The red scarf. Though I don't see how. This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins, but if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body. What? Guess that makes sense. In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon. But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Well, yes, that's true. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. But then, Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool, and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. That's preposterous. Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? Yeah, a very good point. If the defense is now abandoning his original story, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was. Alright. I have no clue would go over well. I doubt I have no clue would go over well.
Alright, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body.
What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of those things at once.
How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the victim's of the pool. But in real life, the water would just cause the body to float.
Right. Hold on. Water. Okay, then what if we flip that around? What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. So could the real manner of death be... Thanks for the great hint, Athena.
What? I helped you and I didn't even know it?
Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death. I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death? What's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? Falling, yes. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. He would drop straight down. Oh my! Would that be the true manner of death? The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death. Death from a fall? And that's your answer?
It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body, too.
The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep his body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell. Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. How did the water fill up so fast, though? That's a lot of water. Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. If falling was the manner of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit as the defense claimed? Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit committed Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not. Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case. She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots someone up into the air, and then there's the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. Hey, one of these top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. Now, which of these 2 tricks sound relevant to the case? The lifesaver trick, duh. So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct? You got it. Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin. She brings a drowning person to the surface, and that must be it. And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth. That matches up perfectly with what Miss de Plume said in our testimony. The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick command to manipulate Orla. I still find this very hard to believe. And let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy. Also, there's literally the tear in his clothes. As you wish. The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed. Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey, Marlin, are you ready over there? Okay, let me just go get the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool, ready and standing by, Sasha. Here goes, Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver. The clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it. And there you have it, Orla's secret new trick. Wow, that orca was really something. A cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody. Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance. That was great. That awesome trick captured everyone's heart. Ho ho ho, wonderful. I wish I could see more. Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell. Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might find some evidence of the victim falling to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I am requesting further investigation. Tisk, tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell. You have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in. Ugh. And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it? What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for? I've been waiting for this. Oh, and what is that? An updated autopsy report. What? Why did it have to come now? During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here. I take it you'd like me to read it. Very well. Cause of death, thought to be from 65-foot fall. Shipley's autopsy report updated in the court record. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory. What? Something good for a change? If the manner of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven. I suppose I can't deny that.
This is fantastic. You did it, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla's saved.
Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate? Repeat more investigation into this case is necessary, but first allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Ora Shipley. Okay.
You did it.
Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Athena. Orla and Marlin thank you too. Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up.
Glad to see everybody so happy, and I am absolutely thrilled about the verdict.
Thank you, Right Dono. Huh? For what? The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright, arrest this woman. Certainly. Right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler. You are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley. Ooh. What? What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have? Come now. You must have had some idea in the back of your dull little mind. The true culprit manipulated the Orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? Damn, they were one step ahead of me all this time. Can only be the Orca's trainer. But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence.
I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death. Yeah. What? No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it. Fulbright. We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs. Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the Orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in. But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Miss Trainer, what were you arguing about? It was a private matter. But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous. Miss Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning. You suspected Miss Buckler from the start? The Orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the Orca killed the victim, the possibility a human manipulated the Orca. I looked into both. So he suspected both Sasha and Orla all along? My gratitude to you, after all. You were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The Orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley. No! Alright, come along then. Let's have a good long talk. Wait, I didn't kill the captain. And I wouldn't ever try to frame Orla. Why would I hurt the ones I love like that? Sasha. Phoenix Athena, you gotta believe me, Sasha didn't kill him. I believe that with all my heart. There's gotta be something we can do. I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this. It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect. This trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, Ora Shipley. I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. Damn. Zam. Alright. Day 2. July 21st, 1:13 p.m. Write Anything Agency. That was a big sigh, Athena. Did you lose the case? No, we won. The defendant was found not guilty. Huh? Then why are you so dejected? Daddy, were you being mean to her? What? Picking on the new kid? Not cool, Mr. Wright. Not cool. Wait a minute. Talk about false accusations. We were able to prove the defendant's innocence. But then Sasha got arrested instead. So that's what happened. That's too bad. So what are you two going to do now? We're going to get to the bottom of this. I don't believe for a second that Sasha did what they're accusing her of. I don't believe it either. I won't give up. Boss, let's go see Sasha and tell her we want to represent her. Right now, I imagine she's still being questioned by the police. Let's get started on an investigation first, and look for proof of her innocence. Sounds like a plan. Just leave the office to me and Polly, Daddy. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. Thanks. If you could organize the evidence and clean the office, that'd be great. I meant anything I could do as a lawyer. Unnecessary evidence given to Apollo. That takes care of that. Time to head to the scene of the crime. July 21st. Ship-shape aquarium orca pool. Huh? There's no water in the pool. Orla, where are you? In here at the bottom of the pool. Maybe there's some water down there? Orla sounds so sad. Maybe she misses Sasha. Careful there, you shouldn't get right up to the edge like that. You don't want to end up like the victim. Besides, the police are still conducting their investigation here. Don't go poking around. Detective Fulbright? Grr. Is something wrong, Miss Lawyer? You look angry. I object to you arresting Miss Buckler. Detective, I'd still like to ask some questions about the case if you don't mind. Go right ahead. Miss Buckler is 100% innocent, so why did you arrest her? I understand your desire to believe in her, but the fact remains that she's suspicious. Right now, there are investigators on the scene, so you can come in as you please. But ordinarily, a security card is required to enter the Orca pool room. The victim and Sasha Buckler were the only ones who possessed this card. And yesterday, the day of the incident, there's proof the suspect's card was used. Objection! Somebody else could have used Miss Buckler's card. Oh my, I guess that would be one possible explanation. Didn't I sound just like a lawyer right there? Yeah, we'd kind of be in trouble if you didn't. Except the suspect confirmed she entered the room at the time the record states. She said she was here from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock a.m. on July 20th. Apparently, she was giving the Orca pool room a good cleaning. Cleaning in the middle of the night? Yes, she said that a lot of the heavy-duty cleaning is done at night. The suspect also admits that she was fighting with the owner before his murder. What's more, nobody saw the victim again after he met with the suspect. Objection. There must be something I can object to in there somewhere. Save your objections for tomorrow's trial. By the way, Detective Fulbright, do you think Miss Buckler's questioning is over? No, not yet. But I told the guy in charge to take it easy on her. Why? Is something wrong? Oops, forget I said anything. It doesn't concern you two anyway. It does concern us. We intend to represent Miss Buckler. What? You do? In that case, I have a favor to ask. Did you get this medicine to her? Medicine? Looks like a prescription from Hickfield Clinic. I spent some time at that hospital myself. We confiscated it from her home when we were doing a search. I can't get away here, so if you could make sure she gets it, that would be great. Medicine, huh? Does Miss Buckler have some illness? I think that's the kind of question you better ask her. In justice we trust. Now I need to get back to the investigation. Prescription bag added to the court record. We can give it to her as soon as they let us talk to her. We have to return our calendar to her as well. If we can't see Sasha or investigate, we should question people at the aquarium. So Sasha Buckler got arrested, huh? Yeah, do you know Sasha? One of my magician friends told me about her. She said she was a great performer. She said she was like a different person when she gets on stage. Yeah, well, she does wear a mustache during her act. What? A mustache? Maybe I should wear a mustache too. Or cat whiskers. Well, if you think that will help your act, I say go for it. Remember, investigation and questioning people are a lawyer's two main tools. Even if you've already checked a place, you might find something new if you look again. Well, listen to you. You sound like a regular little lawyer lady all of a sudden. Well, you haven't worked as a lawyer for a long time. I'm worried about you. It's just like magic. If you don't keep practicing, you get rusty. You have a good point there, Trucy. So we lawyers have to keep mowing the prosecution down to stay sharp? I guess that's one way of putting it. I can't believe it. Just when we prove Orla innocent, Sasha gets arrested. I'll never forget that Prosecutor Blackwell and Detective Fulbright. Stress on my heart is just too much. Poor Athena, she's really upset. We better do some investigating if we want to save Sasha. Let's check out the Orca pool room again and question everybody involved. Gee, Mr. Wright, you sure know how to stay calm in a crisis. I can top that. Look how calm I can be. Yes, the very definition of calm, I'd say. Good for you. Now, let's get back to the investigation. I had a thought. How about if I try getting on Taka's good side? Then maybe he wouldn't attack when that awful Prosecutor Blackwell told him to. Not sure it's that simple, but anyway. How are you going to get on his good side? Well, if I made myself smell like meat, he'd start to like me. The way to a bird's heart is through his nose, right? I'd rather you didn't smell like meat while you were standing next to me at the bench. Okay. Huh? That door's open. It was closed yesterday. Well, you know what we have to do, right? Of course, boss. We sneak in and check it out. Ooh. Hey, you two. Oh. Hey, you two. Who barges into a person's lab without permission? Eek! We're sorry. My apologies, sir. She insisted. Don't throw me under the bus, Mr. Wright. The polite thing to do is knock and ask if you can come in. Now start over. Yes, sir. Come in. Thank you. Sorry to bother you. Now what can I do for you? Medical problems? I don't know what voice to give this guy. What can I do for you? Medical problems? Well, yes. I'm not feeling super good at the moment. We're not making any progress on this murder investigation and... Hey, miss. Where is the patient? Don't you have your pet with you? Oh, wait a minute. That was my last job. This is the aquarium. I was exhausted from all that questioning. I must have fallen asleep. What's with this guy? My apologies. I just woke up and I was a little groggy. I'm Dr. Herman Crab. I'm Shipshape Aquarium's resident veterinarian. Oh, you're the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes mentioned yesterday. And Rhymes also mentioned he hadn't seen Dr. Crab around. Wonder where he was. Son of a gun. This little thing doesn't let me get any sleep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, what a cute little thing. Who is it? A penguin chick, a member of the little penguin species. She lives in my hair. Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had a pet to live in my hair. Athena, no pets allowed in my office. Aw, you're no fun. You two don't get any particular business with me. Please leave. I have to get ready to make my rounds. Back in you go, little one. Wait, we'd like to ask you a few questions to save Miss Buckler. Hold on, don't tell me you're the curious pair who defended Orla. That's right. Please let us ask you a little about the case. Dr. Crab, were you gone from the aquarium yesterday? That's right. I had some minor business at the Supermarine Aquarium. Supermarine? That's a funny name for an aquarium. The Supermarine Aquarium is the nation's biggest dolphin therapy treatment center. I go there myself. I'm friends with their dolphins. You and Apollo were talking about animal-assisted therapy yesterday, weren't you? I go to the supermarket once a month, but I live here, of course. You live here at the aquarium? That's right. I have a sleeping bag here, and sometimes I use the nap room. I never knew Albert Einstein was still alive. He looks nothing like Albert Einstein. I'm responsible for the health and well-being of all the marine creatures here. If any of them have a sudden medical emergency, I'll be here to help them. Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you care about your work. Hey, buddy. Is this young lady trying to pick a fight with me? I apologize for her, sir. She tends to be too honest. Well, you're no paragon of politeness either, apparently. Gee, thanks.
Can we see the penguin chick again?
Stop! Don't come any closer.
Ow!
I'm sorry she attacked you. She doesn't like anyone but me, I'm afraid. I was the first one she saw when she hatched, so she thinks I'm her parent. She targets people for my hair, so please be careful. She's just like a little sniper, isn't she? Exactly. That's why I named her Sniper. Her mother's name is Rifle. Sniper and Rifle, huh? What a dangerous sounding mother and daughter.
So this is Rifle's daughter? Which means both mother and daughter now hate me.
Little penguins are generally belligerent little creatures. It's hard to get them to warm up. But they're nocturnal, so you might be able to touch them during the day.
You and Sniper get along well, don't you?
Just like Sasha and Orla. But unlike Sniper and me, the two of them seem to truly understand one another. This one keeps me awake every night. Looks like I won't sleep until she leaves the nest. Must be rough for him, but it's pretty cute to watch for us. Can you tell me anything about Jack Shipley's murder? Gah, I still can't believe Jack is gone. He's the one who brought me on board. How could he up and die on me?
Did you and Mr. Shipley get along?
He loved all animals and fish, but I'm not like that. But I still took pride in my work as a vet nonetheless. We got along well enough as business associates. And it's thanks to him my laboratory is what it is today. It is a pretty amazing laboratory. Ah, you have discerning taste, I see. I could tell you more about my lab if you like. Dr. Crab's lab.
This place is just filled with electronics. What are those monitors for?
Essentially, they're digital medical records for all the creatures here. I can also view the feed from the visitor's corridor security camera here. That way I can see that silly mother penguin when she tries to escape.
So you were the one who gave the security footage to the police?
No, I wasn't here yesterday, but I did give my permission for them to take it. I gave them a statement about Jack and Sasha arguing.
Oh, so you were the one who witnessed it?
That's right. It was late in the evening of the 19th, maybe about midnight. I saw them fighting near the Aqua Tunnel. I don't know what their argument was about, though.
Are you sure you should be talking to us about this?
I'm not taking sides. I'll give information to anyone who wants it. What are you do with that information at Sasha's... What do you do with that information at Sasha's trial is up to you.
Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you're a pretty nice guy.
You are trying to pick a fight, aren't you, young lady?
Oh, isn't that cute? He's easily embarrassed.
Oh, son of a gun. Are you hungry again already? And that silly mother penguin's nowhere to be found again.
Beep, 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 beep.
Gah! Did you quit peeping in my ear? According to her walkie-talkie, Rifle is somewhere around the Aqua Tunnel. If you see her, could you bring her to me? I have to go examine some other creatures.
No sweat. And this time, I'll get her to like me too.
Rifle has escaped again? What is she, the Houdini of the penguin world? There's no guarantee we'll find her right away, but let's head for the Aqua Tunnel. Ah, it's you two, the blue and yellow duo. I'm very angry about what you did this morning. Uh-oh, we ran into the sea lion before our penguin. I write the truth, and I will find the truth with my own eyes. I will be bested by the likes of the blue and yellow duo. When did we become the blue and yellow duo?
Athena will never give up.
In that case, I'll leave the questioning to you, Athena.
Thanks a lot, Widget. Well, at least she's a worthy adversary. Okay, let's do this.
My nose is getting stuffy. You'll do great. You know, being the boss isn't that bad.
You've been gathering material about last year's incident ever since?
That is correct. An acquaintance of the victim asked me to look into it, you see.
An acquaintance of the victim?
I refuse to divulge any information about my clients. The aquarium is saying it was an accident, but I don't believe that's the truth. It seems to me they're all hiding something, every last one of them. The only thing I can think of is that the killer whale murdered that poor girl.
But you don't even know if that's true or not.
That's enough out of you, yellow girl. As I said, I'm still investigating the matter. Once I learn the truth, I plan to write a sequel to this book. He's completely taken with her investigation. I came to make a report on the anniversary of the previous trainer's death, only to find the aquarium owner murdered. I was deeply shocked. So this incident happened on the exact same date as the last one? Can't be a coincidence. Anyway, we'd better ask Miss DePlume about today's trial.
So you heard Orla singing, and that's when you realized something was happening?
Correct. Oh, it's all so galling. I still can't believe the culprit used me, Norma DePlume. In any case, I swear that killer whale song brings misfortune. First last year, now again.
A fun song like that? How could it bring misfortune to anyone?
You think that barbaric song is fun? I'll never understand the tastes of children. I don't remember that Swashbuckler Spectacular song being all that barbaric. Well, if you don't remember it, I will gladly sing it for you.
Avast, mateys, landlubbers ho, hand o'er all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings. Them's the joys of pirating.
That's how it goes. Now, what is fun about those lyrics, pray tell? She seemed to be enjoying it well enough.
Wait a minute. That isn't the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. This is the song from the Swashbuckler Spectacular.
Oh, we be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Wow. The animation budget. Half the animation budget went into that. What was that? I've never heard that song before.
What? It's the song they use in the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Oh, we be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free as can be. We swim through the storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
I don't remember. I've heard it twice. But that can't be. It's completely different from the song a year ago. A vast mateys, landlubbers ho, hand over all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings. Them's the joys of pirating. Unless you show me some proof, I won't believe your song is right.
Grr, she's so stubborn.
Well, if it's proof she wants, it's proof she'll get of the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. I guess we show her the tape. Wait, not this. Wrong thing. I think it's the CD. This recording contains the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. In it, you can hear Miss Buckler and Orla singing together. But I've never heard this song before.
Huh? But they always sing this song during the Swashbuckler Spectacular.
Well, I haven't seen this show recently. A year ago, they used the song that I sang to you. I'd recognize it anywhere. Perhaps that killer whale can sing 2 songs? According to Miss Buckler, Orla only knows 1 song. Then, what was that song that I heard?
I wish we knew.
The orca sang a song she isn't supposed to know how to sing? Swashbuckler video updated in the court record. It's obvious I have a lot more investigating to do on Shipshape Aquarium, and perhaps I'd better look into this Center for Dangerous Animal Control as well. The Center for Dangerous Animal Control? What's that? Can you tell us more about this Center for Dangerous Animal Control? Just as the name implies, it's an organization that monitors dangerous animals. The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago.
Put her down?
But the aquarium owner refused their demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them. What makes you think that? Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium, and I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out.
Oh, and you think the money was going to the Center for Dangerous Animal Control?
I'm looking into it now. You'll have to wait until my book comes out to see. In any case, I can't catch that man out on anything. But that veterinarian is not to be trusted. Dr. Herman Crab. There's still so much we don't know about him.
Well, I don't see rival here. What do you want to do next?
I think we better stop by the office and discuss a plan of action. Okay, I'll just be here with wind physics, somehow, indoors.
Three, two, one, ta-da! Wow, you pulled Mr. Nick's cell phone from your magic panties. That's amazing. That's all for Trucy's magic show. Come back and see me next time. Great job, Trucy. You never failed to impress. I have no idea how you did that either.
We're back. Oh, Pearl's stopping by for a visit.
Hello, Mr. Nick. Are you missing something?
Thanks. From out of the old magic panties, huh? how's the investigation going, Mr. Wright? We don't have much time, but we didn't get a chance. We don't have much time, but we didn't get a chance to check out the crime scene yet. I see. Oh, speaking of checking out the crime scene, Daddy, you should bring your forensics kit with you. Fingerprint powder to check for prints, and luminol testing fluid to look for blood. Wow, Trucy, I didn't know you had stuff like that too. I got them from a detective friend of mine. Mr. Nick, I'd like to help you with your investigation. Can I borrow your forensic kit? I feel bad making you work when you're supposed to be here having fun. I don't mind, and I'd like to see Rifle again too. If you have anything for me to do, I'd like to help too. Yeah, thanks. I'll be sure to ask you if anything comes up then. Well, I'll be right here, hanging around watering Charlie, if you think of anything. I appreciate that, Apollo. Got some good kids here. Alright, team, let's do our best. I have faith we can save Sasha all together.
Sure feels nice to be part of a great group like this. I just want to say that I really love working here with all you fabulous people. Thank you for bringing me aboard, boss.
Same here, Athena. She's so earnest. She's making me blush.
Okay, let's all run over to the aquarium. I hope I can be of some use with the forensicing kit.
Hey, wait up, you two. You left without me. In justice we trust. Good timing. We're done with the crime scene for now. And we're just about to examine the show stage. Marlon Rhymes helped with the cleaning, so we've got to go talk to him. I thought he'd be more tight-lipped than this, but hey. You're welcome to look around here now if you'd like. Thank you. I think we'll do just that. Oh, by the way, if you want to examine the bottom of the pool, I recommend using that hoist over by the ladder to get down there. That crane-like thing hanging from the ceiling, right? Got it. Just stand on the ladder platform, and the police guard will operate it for you. Thanks. Why couldn't the pool be less deep? Well, good luck to you us both. In justice we trust. Ha 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 ha.
Now that Detective Fulbright's gone, we can do anything we want here.
The guard is still here, so keep your voice down when you say stuff like that, Athena.
So Orla pulled this pirate flag and made the stuff fall down, huh?
Hey, doesn't this pirate flag look like a transport stretcher to you? And judging by the size, it's probably for Orla.
Hey, you're right. There are holes for her flippers, too.
But the pirate flag design, Mr. Shipley sure was into the whole pirate thing.
We need to get serious about the whole lawyer thing, too. Can't let Prosecutor Blackwell outdo us.
Looks like the water was drained for the police investigation. Seems kind of sad somehow without the water.
When something that was there before is suddenly gone, it has a psychological effect. Like, for example, if all the magic props in the office were suddenly put away neatly.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen as long as Trucy continues to practice magic.
Well, she might not always be interested in magic, you know. She's at the age when young women start to worry about their future. The same thing happened to me, and I ended up becoming a lawyer.
I'm pretty sure Trucy will always be interested in magic. Let's use the hoist to go down to the bottom of the pool. Must be Orla's bedroom. There's even a sofa and everything.
Orla, congratulations on your not guilty verdict, but we have bad news. Now Sasha's been arrested instead.
Orla seems sad.
I'm sure she is. I can sense the sadness filling her heart. Don't worry, Orla. We'll save Sasha.
I think Orla's wishing us good luck. Orla really seems to understand what we're saying.
She can't understand our words, but I bet she can understand our hearts. call this the captain's cabin on TV. Every night, by the light of the lantern, Orla pores over her treasures.
Sounds more like a miserly housewife going over the family finances. A map, a compass, and a spooky skull-shaped rock. Orla's room is filled with pirate pizzazz. But that skull rock seems out of place. It doesn't go with the other things.
Yeah, it does seem pretty weird to have a big skull rock next to your desk.
Maybe Sasha wasn't finished arranging the set?
When it comes to Orla, Sasha doesn't seem like the type to leave something half done. Her state of mind when she put it there, that could be the key to this mystery. And I bet it's a mystery I can solve.
Never mind that mystery, let's get back to the investigation.
Wow, look at all that treasure. Those jewels and the crown are huge.
What is going on with my nose here?
They sure are. I guess everything is size large around here.
No, everything is size Orla.
I stand corrected.
Is this a good time to get started, Mr. Nick?
Huh? Start with what?
This is the crime scene, right? So this should be the perfect place to start forensicing.
She wants to use the forensics kit so badly, she's practically beaming. Okay, let's do it. Forensicing it is.
Hooray! I get to help.
Alright, we'll need these.
What's with the glasses, Mr. Wright?
It's not like they're a fashion statement. We need them to see if there's any blood. Alright, Pearls, you spray the luminol everywhere, wherever I need it, okay?
Got it, Mr. Nick. I won't miss an inch.
Got your glasses on, everybody? Good. Now to check out the bottom of the pool. We spraying?
Look, I see something. Your deductions are correct, boss. I guess this luminol reaction means that the victim hit this skull-shaped rock when he fell to his death.
I guess so. Skull rock added to the court record.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I got some on Orla by mistake. Calm down, Pearly. It's okay.
Look, there are luminol reactions on Orla, too.
The poor thing was bleeding yesterday. The luminol must be showing her injuries.
But wait a minute. Mr. Bloom said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat.
Huh? So shouldn't her injuries be under her hat? Ah!
Where'd it go?
Ooh.
That dang boy Congo. There it is.